And we're back. It's been like 10 seconds since I finished filming the last video. But I wanted to show off some stuff. So check this out. This is a little Schwinn premise. Some of my favorite style bikes, these 80 Schwinns with like the cool seat stay caps and the real Columbus 10X tubes. It's a little rusty and crusty. It's got a white Suntour Cyclone rear derailleur. It's got these cool Sake FX white cranks, road double. It's got some Forte, half clip-in, half not clip-in pedals, and it's got some silver wheels, which are just like Saks Maillard, French road stuff. And it's got a nice Saks freewheel on it. There's like no brake rub on these rims. These wheels might be very savable. That'd be cool. I wish the front derailleur was a white Cyclone as well, but it's just a cheapy Shimambo. The rear brake's a cool white Diacomp with a weird, cool, quick release. But unfortunately, the front brake's been replaced with a cheapy Diacomp. The levers have also been replaced with pretty modernish Originate, big, ugly, bulky levers. Whatever, I went to Goodwill. It was sitting there. They almost never have nice bikes sitting there, so I always get excited. And the stem says $100, and I was like, nah, can't do it. And I saw this tag that says 50, and I saw this tag that says 40. And for $40, I could not buy this bike. I mean, the parts are worth $40. I'm gonna ask $40 for these weird rear cranks. Maybe someone will think that that's a good deal. It's a little weird. Oh, it's a little weird too. But it's not like a ripple from like a frontal. It's just a little weird. It might be from a really small tube trying to fit into a really small lug. This looks like one of the weird Trek lugs they used on some other bikes, which is not a head tube and two lugs. It is a single blow molded piece for these tiny bikes. So it's like a fake lug with a fake head tube. It's got this old Tange CD headset, which is cool, except for the white plastic is broken off. Oh, that's not directly on the bearing. That's just a piece of plastic over the actual headset. Maybe I can just break all the plastic off and still have that be a cool headset. Because it feels nice and smooth. Tires are like brand new. They're like brand new. Ah, there it is. There's some Bone Traeger 723 A2s. I don't know. They're probably fine. I'm going to strip this thing down for parts. Probably sell all the parts. Shimano indexing shifters with a Suntour friction derailleur and a freewheel. So it's got some weird stuff. I'm gonna strip this down for parts. See if the seat post comes out and the stem comes out. And then I don't know, maybe I'll build it. It's a tiny little bike. And it's kind of rusty and crusty. I don't know if anyone will really care. Maybe we'll put up for sale cheap and see if someone cares. I wish the paint was better. If this was a common size, this would be a bitchin' for a fixed gear build or single speed build. Made in Belgium. Weeman rims. These are pretty nice. But I've got 2 or 3 other tiny bikes, so I don't know. I do have a white single speed wheel set. I do have a white riser bar. Flip this back brake onto the front with a longer bolt and make like a white single speeded out bike. I'd say I could use the cranks and convert them to like a single speed crank, and maybe I will. Oh, they are 165s, dang. But also, so I got this like a Friday. But also I went to the salvage sales again today because I cannot help myself. It was very thin and light, barely got anything interesting. But I did grab one nice crank that would be perfect for this bike. A little set of Sagino 165. Like fixie cranks off some crappy build they were tearing down. I'm like, what are you doing with those cranks? You can throw them in the salvage bin? He's like, oh, whatever. It's handed me. So, let us see if the seat post is frozen and if the stem is frozen. Because that is always an exciting game of Russian roulette. Is this bike savable? Is it complete and total trash? Should I waste all of my money? Oh, this does not want to go down into the stem at all. Is it full of crud? Nope. It's just all rounded out. That's a bad sign. All rounded out is a bad sign. Maybe. Oh, yes. The bolt's coming up, which means the wedge is probably stuck. Oh, it moves. We're golden. We are golden. The bike's just sort of sitting on my stand because the post is too low to clamp. Not a lot of room on the C-tube, which you shouldn't clamp on anyways. This one's full of posts, so it'd probably be fine, and blah, 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 but please, 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 please. Oh, baby. No problemos. And let's just take a quick look at the little teeny, tiny, tiny little bit of cool stuff I got. Normally I do this in my room, but we're already out here. It's so little stuff this week. I did go completely insane and buy more handlebars. Don't know why. Last week I did a video, I didn't even show you the pile of handlebars I got. Like 5 old silver middle bars. I got a Ritchie bar in 31/8. It's kind of narrow, you know. I'll go through and make sure it's clean, make sure it measures all even and isn't bent or anything. But Ritchie stuff always sells it for cheap. I'll put these up for like 25 bucks and probably take 15 or 20 for them. Got another old Ritchie bar. Oh, it's so light. These really light vintage Ritchie bars always sell right away for like 15, 20 bucks. It's 42. It's a great size. Shipping bars is dumb, but that's how you sell them. Here's a cool old Salsa Pro Road bar in black and whatever. It's like paying $2 a pound, so whatever. And here is what I believe to be a brand new Cannondale bar. Cannondale 1. Like came with some bike and then upgraded to some alt bar. Maybe someone will care. It's really light. It's 31/8. I went over to Bike Farm afterwards. I didn't buy anything, but I found a few things in their free box. I found this orange Psychopath. It's one of those purest water bottles that everyone was obsessed with for a second. My roommate always steals my water bottle, so I kind of got it for her. I got this Park Tool thing. It's for Allen wrenches to mount on a board. I mean, I already made one out of an old chunk of 2x4, so whatever, but you know, it's cool. Maybe it'll come in handy someday. Maybe I'll mount it over on this board I got up against this wall. Maybe I need to start hanging my overflow of tools on that. There's some old car tools there, some cheap stuff. Cowl Stripes, the professional choice for premium pinstriping tape. It's cool and weird if you're into old car stuff. It's like hot rods and stuff, bro. I believe this was in the free box, but I couldn't remember, so I just threw my bag. It doesn't weigh anything, but it is a brand new in the bag CCM under seat bag. It's black and purple. I don't know. I couldn't help myself. I like old stuff. This is in the free box and I grabbed it. Feedback bellow hook. Big giant hook. It's very heavy for hanging on your wall like a hinge, and it opens up and you can hang your bike on it. I have no idea, but it's cool. I'll use it or not use it. I grabbed this. I haven't opened it. I probably should have. It's a brand new Toe Peak bag holder. I have so many bag holders now and no bags at all. But that is because I used to come across bags all the time. They're always missing the holders. So why bother buying them? You can track the holder down. They're like 50 bucks. So I grabbed this, and next time I come across a Toe Peak bag or a whatever the other quick link one I have, I will be able to buy it. It won't matter if it's missing the holder. This has been there for a few weeks, and I just couldn't help myself. It is a U-Lock skin. So it balances my handwriting too. So you buy the old boring gray U-Lock and then, or orange U-Lock from Kryptonite, and then you can put this over it and color it up a little bit. I used to sell those in my shop. I thought they were cool. Here is the crank I was telling you about. So it's got a salsa chainring. Dude, I'm gonna have some money for this salsa chainring. It's a Sagino crank. It's 165. It's rode double, or uses a single speed. It's got these rusty single speed bolts. It's like rust stains on the salsa chainring. We're like a little scrub. This is a nice little Sagino crank. It's like not even scuffed. Came off some cheap, heavy, factory built single speed bike. Here's a little matcher. This was the deal of the day. Was bummed there's nothing there, but I found out. Oh, I did get this. This is a, if you were an 80s kid like me, you will know, slap bracelet. Cool. But also it says night eyes on it, so I think it's got a battery. Oh look, it's kind of lighting up. It's trying. Oh, it's got one little blinky light. Thought maybe the whole thing would light up. That's pretty weak night eyes. I've seen these where the whole thing lights up. Whatever. Slap bracelet, I'm sure all that stuff's reflective. I like it. Kind of looks like Eddie Van Halen's guitar a little bit. One little bag of miscellaneous chainring bolts. It was there. Why not grab it? I've done the chain rings, I haven't done in weeks. I feel like I bought everything good. They never put anything more in there. But there's one, it looks like takeoff. Or, I mean, really there's no marks. Maybe new old stock. Cheap outer 53 ring in black. It's fine. It's a 130 BC. It's a road ring. Fits all the vintage road cranks. It's black. But it's brand new, essentially. Grabbed a few stems, because why not keep buying all these stems that don't sell? It's an Easton positive rise, or flip it upside down and get real fucking roady. Almost like a track stem, bro. Or flat. Positive rise it. Easton makes a lot of carbon stuff people care about. I don't know if anyone's going to care about this aluminum, but, you know, it doesn't weigh nothing. A kind of scruffy old Ritchie. All the Ritchie stuff sells, like, instantly when I list it, so why not grab it? I mean, I'll ask 15 bucks and take 10. Another cool black vintagey stem. It's real positive rise. Could be a mountain bike or road bike. I don't know. Couldn't help myself. I like old steel stems. This has been sitting there for a while, and I finally gave up. It is a Coda adjustable stem. I think it might be. I'm going to have to measure it and see. Wish they'd stamp this stuff. It might be a tandem stoker stem, so to bolt on your seat post facing backwards for your tandem bike. Maybe adjustable for your stoker position. Or people use these all the time on like kids' bikes and like cargo bikes, and they do like the long tail conversion so their kids can ride behind them. Or I used to work at a grade school when I was in college, and like moms would come in to drop off their kids, you know, on these bikes, these long tail conversions with like 3 or 4 kids bear hugging each other on the back. One cute little set of these vintage little hooks, and these are like what I was talking about with the Pannier, or that front bag I was going to do on the touring bike yesterday, the Navara. These bolt onto your bottom eyelet, and then you can put a little front touring bag on, hold it down with little bungee straps. I also use these on rando bags and on a ton of stuff. Anywhere you want a little hook so you can expand things. They're cool. I grabbed one seat post. It was greasy and gross. It's glossy black. That's a little sun fade at the top. I couldn't tell when I was in there. It's all complete. It's no name. I think it's 26.8, which is a really good size for old Japanese bikes. So why not? I want it for some fixie conversion or something. I went right to the derailleurs like I always do first. There's nothing that good. I got one long cage Tiagra rear. It's a little scuffy. No one cares. I'll use it on the build or something. I got one long cage old 7-speed Dior LX. It's barely scruffy. You know, it looks pretty good. It'll clean up. No one really cares about these either, but sometimes when you want vintage black stuff, like, that's what you do. I was bored and digging around, and in the brake levers, I found this one set of silver cheapy cross-top levers, Radius. Whatever, they're bright silver. Cross-toppy, someone will care. And digging through those chain rings, I found 3 rings. I found a little black inner ring. I think it's 110. And it's 38 tooth. So that's a great size, especially for one buys. It's probably from like a road double-y setup, but maybe it's a 1-buy setup. It doesn't have any ramps or pins or anything dumb. It's a cutie. It's a keeper. Only one little scuff. And then I found this. They had a bunch of these little looped together bins of chain rings, but they're all like weird 4-bolt stuff, but this is all steel. Oh wait, this black one's a 4-bolt. Well, it's a little Sagino 22 tooth. I think that's 58 BCD for like the 90s, 94 BCD cranks. And then there's one big steel one with no logos or no name. But I've been selling a bunch of these triple inner rings for old mountain bike cranks. Like, they've been selling. So I grabbed them, whatevs. So not a lot of stuff, but some cool stuff. The Sagino cranks made it worth my while. Did I look good on this? All thick seat out. We don't know. They look good on some little short e-bike that I do as a 1x or yeah, they look great. They work great as a 1x or a single speed. The water bottle's nice. Maybe I'll get mine back. So thanks for watching.